Hey everybody, this is Chris Kelly, managing producer of entertainment at NJ.com, joined once again by our food dude, Pete Genovese, to talk about the week in New Jersey food. Pete, the other day you went shopping at Sam's Club.
And I bought with your credit card that $158,000 bottle of wine plus tax. It's like $169, $170. So I know you have that max limit on your.
Yeah,
there's no max limit on your credit
that's
card.
the great thing about American Express. $158,000 for a bottle of wine.
A bottle of wine, Penfold, which is very well known, Cabernet Sauvignon. It's the oldest producing Cabernet Sauvignon vines in the world. People know the name, Australian. But how it got to Sam's, it's still a little bit just why Sam's, they somehow can, it's the only Sam's Club, first of all. There's only 12
of these bottles,
in the world. Most of them bought already. Private collectors. There's one at a casino in Australia. There's one at the duty-free shop in the Singapore airport, of all places. But Sam's Club, why Sam's Club, why Freehold? They said the only thing I got was they did a survey. Sam's Club, once they wanted the wine, they said, okay, which location? Somehow Freehold gave them maximum value. Somehow it was like I guess on big wine sales, because they have a big wine department there.
And you can you're walking through the store, you're buying your giant pack of toilet paper, your
30 pack of crackers.
Sure, you need pizza bagels in a big box, and then you pass a bottle of wine for
$158,000, and it's not now. The bottle retails for $170,000, but at Sam's Club, they're discount king. They're giving you $10,000.
That's a big box store.
$10,000.
And how did you talk to some of the customers who were looking at this? What was the reaction there?
It was just, there's one in the story. The guy just kept shaking his head. Oh my God, I can't believe it. What's the big deal? Well, it is a big deal. And it's not just the wine. I mean, the wine is super exclusive, super rare, but it comes in what they call an ampoule, which is looks like a giant glass dagger, like a missile, and it's a work of art. The glass blowers and designers got it together. So the wine is actually, it's not a standard bottle. They put the wine in the ampoule, and so it's this sort of combination of great wine and this work of art, and it's the most expensive bottle ever produced at when it was made, basically. Wines have sold at estate sales or auctions for much higher, but this is the most expensive bottle of wine ever, and it's at a Sam's Club.
And has it sold yet?
Not the one in Freehold.
Not the one in Freehold. Did you see people sort of reaching for the credit card? Probably not. I mean,
there haven't been. No, I talked to a couple of the store employees, and they said no serious inquiries right now. And I asked the Sam's Club spokesman, is it going to stay there indefinitely? Because it's been there for a few months, and he should know we have no plans to move it. It isn't like this big glittering display. You almost, as you're walking by, I mean, Sam's Clubs are big. The snack aisle, the candy aisle, it's right there, right by where the deli portion is. So there's really no big, neon display. It's just like on either side of the ampoule are just racks of $10 wine, from the same Australian maker. So you really have to sort of notice it. There's no big sign. This is the most expensive bottle in the world. It's just this. You have to really see it. And actually, when I started looking at it, people came over. They were wondering what I was looking at, and then I didn't see this before. So you have to really kind of.
All right. So if you're looking for the $160,000 bottle of wine, Freehold and Sam's Club.
One viewer was asking if there were any coupons.
You get $10,000 off, so you're already getting it $10,000 cheaper than anywhere else. And of course, a lot of private collectors are buying this. They hold on to it. Maybe they'll sell it 10 years down the road for who knows how much. I don't know. It's this extravagantly earthy, fragrant. I mean, you can go on the website and all the ways they describe it. It's like the ultimate wine, apparently. Do you sip it? Do you half sip it? I mean,
think about how many giant packs of paper towels you could get for $170,000 at Sam's Club. Pete, what else you got going on this week? You are about to release your biannual pizza power rankings. Explain a little bit about this.
This was something we did in October, and it's basically the list of the top 20, 25 pizzerias in New Jersey, not just on quality, but there are a lot of factors: tradition, history, reputation. And it got a tremendous amount of views back then. So right now, I'm starting again, taking one for the team. eating pizza.
Eating pizza, including.
Whoa.
We got a little
I
prop
smell.
here. It's still warm. Look at this beauty. Now, this is a
Sicilian.
This is a Sicilian. There's a very thick piece of
Yes, it is.
Sicilian pie.
All bread, cheese, and sauce.
Where is this one coming from?
Now, this is from Nunzio's, not to be confused with the Nunzio's right behind us or the Nunzio's in Sayreville. This is the Nunzio's kitchen in Sayreville. So you got to make sure you go to right Nunzio's. It's actually, so I had this one, and I also had the a sausage and mushroom, which didn't quite make it, for some reason, didn't quite make it up to the cafeteria. Maybe later. But so this is from Nunzio's kitchen, and there's construction going on. You sort of have, it looks like the shopping strip mall is not even open, but they're doing a lot of construction. So you have to, it's right next to the subway, Nunzio's.
All right, so I'm going to take one for the team, if you will. You've already tried it. I have not. And I'm not a huge...
Your mouth's big enough for
Yeah,
that, is the
well,
question.
everybody knows that, but... Oh, it's not bad.
Yeah, it's very bready. It's a different
It's a
kind
little
of
bready.
Yeah, it's more bread than pizza, because usually the pizza dough is a little, it's whiter. It's more classic pizza dough. But theirs has a sort of a darker hue to it. So it's a
That
different
is
kind of bread.
that is not bad. I mean, it's a thick Sicilian, but it is not bad. Very. I don't. Again, I'm not a Sicilian expert. But yeah, I would give that some love in the pizza rankings if I were making these rankings.
Hot, when I tried to write in my car, it was really quite good.
What are you looking for, particularly with some of the newer places? Because you're looking at some of the newer places that are gonna maybe make their debut on the power rankings and unsettle some of the established places. What are you looking for when you hit these new
Quality
spots?
ingredients. And let's go back to Nunzio's. The other pizza I had was a half sausage, half mushrooms. Now, 90% of the time, 95% of the time, they use the same canned sausage. And they remind me, and I've said this before, I hope it doesn't shock anybody, of rabbit pellets. Okay, that's what the sausage looks like normally.
Sure,
what you get, because it's the canned sausage. And I know, just looking at, again, you go to pizzerias, not just New Jersey, anywhere. When I see that sausage, I don't want to have that sausage pizza. I know what it tastes like, and it's inferior sausage. Nunzio's, they use shockingly use real sausage, real tasty fennel dotted sausage. It's obviously made by a butcher shop. They get it from somebody. It's not from a can. It's not from a jar. So that's the kind of thing I'm looking for. Quality ingredients. Except again, a lot of the pizzerias, and they have to make a living. They try to keep the the costs down. So they're using they use the Hormel pepperoni, which everybody uses, or other kinds of pepperoni. So I'm looking for the pizzerias, and it doesn't have to be artisanal. There are a lot of words floating around. It doesn't have to be. It could just be Nunzio's. There's nothing artisanal on their menu. They just make really good pizza and use quality ingredients.
And you've seen there's been a bunch of new places that had just opened last year and are finally starting their group.
Explosion of pizzerias, especially with the Neapolitan pizzas, which are the sort of smaller pizzas made in a very hot oven for like 2 minutes, very quick, comes out really hot, a little char. Again, a lot of them are quality ingredients, so there's a lot of those places. But there's a lot. Pizzerias. If I was starting a new business right now, a pizzeria. Like when do they ever go out of business? It's like recession proof. It's like. Yeah.
So
we're looking for the again. I think quality ingredients. You asked before. That's the sort of separates the really a pizzeria that's going to make the rankings as opposed to one that's not going to be considered quality rankings.
And you're looking all across the state.
All across the state. Looking for
survey.
suggestions.
And so we'll see this list sometime next week on NJ.com. Should people expect big surprises?
Oh, I think so. I think that there's a couple. Just yesterday was in South Jersey. Today or tomorrow and Friday will be Central and North Jersey. I think some of the newer places already. Yesterday there were a couple that I think had a very good chance of making the list.
All right. So send Pete your suggestions between now and next week while he's still eating pizza.
Trying not to gain weight.
Trying not to gain weight. That is a lot of carbohydrates right there. All right. Well, Pete, this has been another of our weekly food conversations. Until next time, I'm Chris Kelly.
Pete Genovese.
For NJ.com.